Big Blue Nation, what's going on? Your boy Big Blue Steph back at you with another video. This one coming on the eve of the NFL season, Wednesday before Thursday night football with them bum Eagles and them bum Cowboys. We ain't gonna worry about them right now. We got the Skins to worry about, the Commanders. Excuse me. Right now we're officially on Dart watch, and I say that only because no matter what the expectations are, you know, he gonna play at some point, right? We start the season, Russell Wilson as our starting QB, and we know at some point, you know, he gonna get pulled, either by performance, by our record, or by injury. And so at that point, it's gonna be on Jaxson Dart. We saw the unofficial depth chart. They had Dart as the number 2 QB, which is cool, which is also somewhat expected, but also somewhat like surprising considering we did sign Jameis Winston to be our backup QB. But from what I've always pretty much said with Winston, he is going to be our backup to whoever's starting, pretty much. So it didn't matter if it was Russ, whoever, it was going to be Winston as the backup to whoever's starting. They don't really trust him to really go in there and try to save the season. They just need competent play at the backup quarterback position, and that's what he's going to bring you for the next 2 years. 2 years, $40 million contract. That's not starters money. We all knew that. You know, all those trade rumors, oh, Winston this, nah, it don't matter. They can let Russ go. Dart can start, and next thing you know, you got Winston as a capable backup who can actually get you some competent play at QB. But at the end of the day, every team, every NFL team starts the season with Super Bowl aspirations. Well, they should. Giants usually do, no matter what the roster or whatever our situation starts. It's just, you know, things play out. Usually for the last, 7 out of 8 last years, you start off 0-2, maybe 0-3 or worse, 1-2, whatever. But here we are, aspirations. We got Russ Wilson, and I ain't gonna fake. I did not really want him. I didn't really like any of the options out there, to be honest. But when we got Russ, you know, it's like everyone said, you can feel like a different vibe, and he brings a certain amount of professionalism, competency, and just decent quarterback play at a bare minimum, which we hadn't had, of course, with the last 5 years with Daniel Jones. And, you know, it's just a certain level of professionalism he brings, and it's been infectious with the team from what we can see outside looking in, and from what's being reported, and from what's being said by the players too. So I can't see us going 2-15, but I do see us at least being definitely just like competitive in every game. I'm not gonna go overboard and say, yeah, we definitely gonna beat the Commanders and start, you know, 1-0, and definitely beat the Cowboys to go 2-0. You know, we still gotta play the games. We still have flaws. To me, there are major flaws. I mean, at cornerback 2, you're trying to figure out who is it gonna be. Is it gonna be Deontay Banks? Is it gonna be Cordell Flott? Neither one of them really snatched the, you know, cornerback 2 position. It was just more like, all right, you know, and even on the unofficial depth chart, you know, they have them both listed as number 2, which means no one really won it. It's just like, okay, let's see who's going to end up playing better of the 2, whatever. Next to Dex, looks like Nacho got the nod. We were hoping that Darius Alexander would have came in and just like really snatched that D-tackle position next to Dex. Didn't happen. He had kind of like a low-key off-season training camp, preseason, so maybe you just need some time to warm up. For now, we got to ride with Nacho and or whoever. Neither one, it don't even matter. We just got to kind of wait until that solidifies and get some good play. And then again, everyone's like, oh man, you know, this Giants D is going to be, you know, pretty tough. Again, our back end, or at least, you know, cornerback 2, that's going to be an issue. Stopping the run, you didn't really prove that you're really going to stop the run. in the preseason, so that's another issue. So if we can't even rush the passer because we're always in third and shorts, you know, the other team's always in third and shorts, it don't even matter having Abdul out there with Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau, Dex up the middle. If you can't stop the run, they're just gonna keep running, right? You know, if you're trying to win the game, you're trying to win the game. It don't matter how it look. So at the end of the day, you know, everyone's looking past, you know, the Commanders on Sunday. You know, it's like, well, you know, the Cowboys, you know, they just lost Micah Parsons, and if you really look at how we lost to the Cowboys, it ain't really because Micah. I mean, Micah had a lot to do with it. I mean, they got CeeDee Lamb and they got George Pickens on the other side, and our strength right now is not a pass defense. And hey, Dak has tore us up. Unfortunately, I hate to admit it, but it's happened. So, you know, ain't nothing set in stone. Yeah, it'd be nice to get off to a 1-0, then a 2-0 start. Let's just focus on making sure we play good ball. But again, the original topic of this video was or is Jaxson Dart watch, and yeah, Jaxson Dart is on the clock, man. If we start off 0-2, 0-3, man, by what, game 5, I think is when we play the Saints. Who knows, man? It could be Dart watch is over and Dart is in, and I don't know how it's gonna play out with Russ. Is he gonna be all right? You know, he's a professional, but what happens if he gets snatched game 5 of the season and you put Jameis at the backup? You know, we only can wait and see. But in the meantime, y'all, I appreciate y'all. If y'all watched it this long, this far, go ahead and hit the like button. Let me know what y'all think about this Dart watch. And yeah, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all closer to game